Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I wanted to film a video that is the top 5 books I want to get to in 2019. Books aren't going to be in order because I just don't know what kind of mood I'll be in as I read throughout the year, but these are the top 5 books I definitely want to read in 2019. This book is The Vampire Lestat by Anne Rice. I read the first book in this series when I was 17 years old, which is Interview with a Vampire, and I loved it. And at the time, I didn't realize it was part of a series that is like the Vampire Chronicles series, and that Interview with the Vampire was the first one, and this one is book 2, and it even says on the cover, book 2 of the Vampire Chronicles. I picked this up a few years ago, and I really want to get back into this series. The next book that I really want to read in 2019 is On Writing by Stephen King. Stephen King has become one of my favorite authors. I've read 7 of his books, and I know that that is a very small number compared to what he has actually written, but I've just fallen in love with his style, and I just finished his most recent book, Elevation, a few days ago, which was really good. And it's kind of a sweet story about friendship and love, and it's very small. It was 146 pages. But this is apparently like a memoir style, like instruction book on like how to write effectively and how to write a good novel. And so being an aspiring writer, I really wanted to read it myself. Now we're really getting into the really big books. The next book I want to read is The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. I love Patrick Ness's writing. I've read, I think, 2 of his books, and I have really enjoyed them. And this is part of a series. It's Chaos Walking Book 1, and it says on the front here, shortlisted for the Carnegie Medal. It sounds like that's some kind of book award, but this sounds like a really good book. I picked it up maybe like 3-4 years ago, and it's just been sitting on my shelf, so I really want to dig into it. The next book that I really want to read is Bad Feminist by Roxane Gay. I've heard so many things about Roxane Gay as an author and haven't read any of her books. I own a few of them. I have Bad Feminist, and then I have Difficult Women, and one other one, I think. And first of all, I just love the intriguing titles, like What Makes a Bad Feminist? But apparently this is a collection of essays about bad feminism, and it even comes with a bookmark. I got it off of the book depository when the Booktubeathon was happening, so it comes with its own bookmark, which I love. I'm going to put that back in there. Last book that I really want to read this year is The Witch Elm by Tana French. Tana French is a really big thriller author that I've heard a lot about, and I have never read a single one of her books, although I buy books faster than I can read them, and I have bought like 3 of her books or something, and I just haven't picked up any of them. But I'm hoping, there's another author, thriller author, that I love, named Ruth Ware, and I've read 2 of her books now, and I just like fell in love with her style and her stories, so I'm hoping that the same thing happens with Tana French. This is her most recent novel, and it's in hardback, which I love, even though they can be a little bit more expensive, and I was just looking at the cover underneath. But yes, I'm hoping that this is an excellent book, because anything to do with witches, why not? And maybe this doesn't have to do with like actual witches, but caught my eye. So I'm really excited. I hope you enjoyed that. I wonder if you've read any of these books, and if you have, please don't spoil me in the comments. I'm really excited to get to all of these, and hopefully, now that I've mentioned them on my channel, I can get a book review up for each of them. So I'm hoping they might not be like the first 5 books I read in 2019, but I'm hoping to get to them soon because majority of them are quite big. Even this one, I think, yeah, they have thin pages, but this one seems to be 516 pages, which is The Vampire Lestat by Anne Rice. So I'm really excited to get to all of these, and I hope that you have a good end of the year, and I will see you in 2019.